Guys, this is the Gooloo AP150 Pro tire inflator, and this thing is super cool. I just have to say how cool the screen looks as well. But beyond its cool factor, it just works. And when you're on the road, when you're on a road trip, camping in the middle of nowhere, or even just an everyday occurrence, and your tire is flat, low on air, you've got to inflate a basketball, a pool toy, an air mattress, whatever the situation is, this is what you want to help you out. This thing is really cool, and look, this might not be the flashiest piece of gear that I own, although I'm going to admit it actually does look pretty cool. It's got a very sleek black finish and a black screen. But if you're into prepping, self-reliance, or you just hate being caught off guard, especially with the flat tire, you got to check this out. Let's just start off with a couple of specs, and it's about 7 inches long and a little over 2 inches wide. This thing is not big. This will easily fit in your glove compartment, under the seat, you know, wherever you need to store it in your car. This little guy is the Gooloo AP150 Pro. It's a portable, rechargeable tire inflator, and I gotta be honest, I think every prepper should absolutely have one of these, especially if you drive, you bug out, or you plan to be mobile when things ultimately go sideways. So here's the deal. It's super compact, it's cordless, there's no plugs that you have to plug in anywhere. It does have a little cover here, so you can protect the USB-A and C ports. It charges via USB-C. You've actually got a USB-A that you can use, you know, as a power bank to power your phone, whatever you have to do. It can go up to 150 psi, which basically can inflate anything: your car tire, a basketball, an air mattress if you're camping, kids' toys. Comes with some adapters here. We've got the Presta to Schrader valve adapters. We've got an adapter to blow up like an air toy. We've got the needle to blow up a basketball. I don't even know what this thing does, but we have tons of adapters that come with it. Comes with a bag, which is kind of cool because you just put it in the bag, throw it in the glove box, you know, forget about it until you need it. And it does not take up a lot of space. Comes with the cable. This is the cable to charge it. And then the hose. The reason why this is so nice and compact is the hose basically is separate, and you screw the hose on to the top here when you want to use it. So you just screw that in when you're ready to use this. Take this, put it on the valve stem of your car, shut it closed, and then you're good to go. What else can I tell you about this? Let's turn it on and take a look at the screen. I actually really kind of like the way that boots up. Screen is pretty self-explanatory. So there's different modes, and this button right here will allow you to cycle through the modes. And speaking of cycle, the first mode is a bicycle, and what it does is it's got some preset pressures. So basically, if you want to inflate a bike tire, it defaults it to 60. You can up that pressure, lower that pressure, but it gives you kind of a default. So if you don't know what a bicycle tire would normally take, this gives you an idea. We're cycling it through a basketball. It says a basketball is about 8 psi. I don't even know what that is. That's a person. If you're going to inflate a person, they go to 20 psi. No, I really don't know what that is, to be honest. A car, motorcycle, back to the bicycle, back to the basketball, and it looks like an air shield. I have no idea what that is. I'll have to read that in the manual. But I like the fact that there's all different modes here. This button right here is the light. So if you press this and hold it, the light comes on. Press it and hold it again. Turns off. I think it actually has SOS mode. Yep, there we go. Or I have to be honest, so many devices come with SOS mode, mag lights, things, everything. I have never used an SOS mode, you know, but it is free basically to program it with that, so it doesn't cost anything to add the SOS mode. So I do like it. I don't want to just talk about this. I want to actually take this out to the garage. I want to deflate my bicycle tire. I want to deflate my car tire. And I've actually got a truck. I've got a Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro with pretty beefy tires. So I'm going to lower that tire down significantly. And I want to hook this up, and I want to see, you know, how long does it take to actually inflate it. Here on the side it says high temperature, don't touch, air tube after hose or after use. So I guess this gets pretty hot, but shouldn't really impact it. We're going to try it out. And I want to know what this does. I want to know if it works. I want to know if you guys should buy it, if I can recommend it to you. But truthfully, I think I can because I've watched some videos on it before I picked this up, and that's the whole reason I picked it up. Look, I have a giant air compressor in my garage, but I can't take that with me when I'm going on a road trip. And I can get like smaller compressors, I can get ones that you plug into the cigarette lighter, but those are pretty big and they take up a lot of space. And quite honestly, I don't want to deal with that. I want something that is super small, super compact, that I can just throw in the car, throw in the glove box, put it in this little bag, you know, and forget about it unless I need it. And truthfully, the one thing I really do like about this is that it is a portable battery bank, and I can use this in a pinch. If my phone is dead, if I really have a true emergency, I can charge my phone. I've got a flashlight, because the reality of the situation is if and when you get a flat tire or breakdown, it's probably going to be a very inconvenient time. So one thing real quick, I forgot to mention, how many tires can this inflate? According to the manual and from everything I've been reading, it says about 2 to 4 tires, give or take, car tires. But that obviously depends on how low is the tire. You know, is the tire totally flat? Most of the time your tire is not totally going to be flat. It's going to be the winter time and you've lost pressure due to the cold air. You got to pump it up, maybe 10 psi, 5 psi. You might have a slow leak in the tire. And so let's get to the garage. Guys, we're over here at the car. I've got some pretty beefy tires. These are the Falcon Wild Peak AT, AT3W tires. Just to tell you the size, they are 265/70R17. So they're pretty, like I said, pretty heavy duty tires. I've got a Toyota 4Runner. I lowered the pressure to 17 because I really don't want to go too close to 0. But I usually keep these at about 37. So I adjusted it here on the dial to bring me up to 37 from 17. So that's going to take me another, 20 psi higher. I'm going to start my stopwatch and let's see how long that this takes to get up to the correct pressure. And let me just actually set this in, not that it really makes a difference, but I'm going to put it in car mode. And I'm going to hit start on the watch. I'm going to hit start on this, and then we'll pull the camera in a little closer so you can see it. All right, and here we go. And I got to say, I really actually like the screen. I like the graphics. I like that it kind of rotates as it's filling. It's got a super nice screen, to be honest. The battery level gauge, pretty sharp. So let's come back. I'll tell you how long it took. Okay, I just want to check in. It's actually it's raining pretty hard right now, so I got the umbrella. We're at 34 psi. We're trying to get up to 37. Let me see if I can do this with one hand while I'm holding the umbrella. We are at 7 minutes and 50 seconds so far. It's come up 20 psi, and like I said, these are pretty big tires. Your average car tire is not going to be this size. We've dropped 1 bar on the battery power. Let me just zoom in there. But other than that, this unit is performing pretty well, and this is exactly kind of the time frame that I was anticipating it would take. Okay, it just stopped. We are at 9 minutes and 10 seconds to get up to 20 psi higher than where it was. In my book, guys, that's a win. Super happy with this. All right, let's bring it inside and try this on a bicycle. Okay, I'm over here at one of my bicycles. I lowered the PSI on the bike all the way to 0. I actually don't know what a bike should normally be at, so let's actually use the gauge here, the presets, and it's telling me at a bike you should be set to 60. So I was unaware of that, and just to show you, this tire is totally flat. So let's go ahead and let's hit start and do the stopwatch at the same time, and here we go. I anticipate that this will be pretty quick with a bicycle tire. You may not even need the stopwatch, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's going to be full any second here. And just so you know, on the stopwatch, we are at 33 seconds. I have to say, not that you buy something like this for the graphics, but that ring is really cool how it goes around, and when it hits the pressure, it just turns a solid green to let you know. We're at 47 seconds, 48 seconds, and we're done. That was lightning fast. I like that a lot, really happy with that. So guys, look, I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, do me a favor, ask any questions you have, like and subscribe. I'm going to keep this in the car. I'm going to throw it in the glove box, and this is the perfect size to travel with. And quite frankly, my bike, I've got a bag here on it, so even if I wanted to bring this on a ride with me, I could just throw it in the bag. This is not big at all. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you on the next one.